in a significant development that wedges personal autonomy with Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, the Supreme Court this past Thursday allowed an unmarried woman to abort her pregnancy of 24 weeks arising out of a live-in relationship. This would, however, be subject to an all-clear by medical experts on the safety issue of the woman in question. The Apex Court has overturned the decision of the Delhi High Court in this regard, in this specific case. This is very significant because this order by the top court fills a vital legislative gap in the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act with respect to an unmarried woman's right to terminate a 20 to 24 week pregnancy. Globally, the topic of abortion has been gaining currency, especially after the US Supreme Court overturned its earlier judgment in the landmark Roe vs. Wade case of 1973. Poland has also been in news lately about its strict abortion rules. This year in February, Colombia also voted to legalize abortion before 24 weeks of pregnancy after rulings in Mexico and Argentina improved women's access to abortion. Today in this video, we take a look at the abortion rules in India and the background of those legal frameworks. But before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our portal. First things first, abortion is not illegal per se in our country. It is legal in India if done by a registered medical practitioner in a place registered by the government under certain specific conditions. Until 1960s, abortion was completely illegal in India and a woman was liable to face 3 years of imprisonment and/or a fine under Section 312 of the IPC. The only exception was if it was done to save a woman's life. In mid-1960s, Dr. Shantilal Shah Committee was set up to look into the matter of abortions and decide whether India needed a law for it. Based on the report of this committee, a medical termination bill was introduced and passed by the Parliament in August of 1971. This was the Mtp Act, that is the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. The Mtp Act was enacted as an exception to the IPC to provide for the termination of certain pregnancy by registered medical practitioners. Abortion under this law was permitted only for married women and a few conditions were attached to it. Last year, amendments were done in the Mtp Act and under the provisions of the amended law, a pregnancy could be terminated up to 20 weeks by a married woman in the case of failure of contraceptive method or device. This can be done after a doctor certifies her to do so in their medical opinion. The 2021 amendments also allowed any unmarried woman to terminate a pregnancy for this reason up to 20 weeks. For pregnancies between 20 and 24 weeks, the amended law required the medical opinion of 2 doctors, but this was only made available to certain categories of pregnancy. The government under the new law also set up 7 categories of women who would be eligible for termination of pregnancies between 20 and 24 weeks. Minors, survivors of sexual assault, a woman whose marital status changes during the ongoing pregnancy, and mentally challenged women fall under those 7 categories. However, there is no gestation limit for abortion if there are fetal anomalies and a medical board confirms that the pregnancy can be terminated without compromising the health and safety of the woman. If abortion is availed for 20 weeks, that is after 6 months, a medical board formed by the state decides whether the pregnancy should be terminated due to substantial fetal abnormalities. Each board is required to have a gynecologist, a pediatrician, a radiologist or a sonologist and other members as notified by the state government. The law also states that the name and other particulars of a woman whose pregnancy has been terminated cannot be revealed except to a person authorized by the law, and any medical professional carrying out an abortion without the consent of the woman is punishable by the criminal laws. These were the relevant points with respect to abortion and the related laws. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to Oneindia News. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.